All right, and we're here with problem number 7 and problem number 8 from the Geometry Chapter 8 practice test. Number 7 asks us to find the area and the circumference of the circle, and we're told that DC is the diameter of the circle, so therefore this angle right here has to be a right angle, going back to inscribed angles and circles. That would be a good question to ask if there's no right angle here. Is this a right angle? And yes, it is. So therefore this is a right triangle, and since this is a right triangle, we can find this length, which will be helpful in finding the area and the circumference of the circle, because this is the diameter. So I'm going to use the Pythagorean theorem to find that missing side length DC. So I plug these things in. 2 squared plus 2.2 squared equals c squared. This is the Pythagorean theorem. I have the two legs. I'm missing this hypotenuse. So I find that by evaluating these squares, and I get 4 plus 4.84 is equal to c squared. And then I can add these two things together, giving us 8.84, and that is c squared. So that's this length squared. That is not how long this is. This is not 8.84. It's this length squared. So I have to take the square root of 8.84, and that is 2.97. So from D to C is 2.97, and that's the diameter. So if I'm looking for the radius would be 1.485. So I have the diameter of the circle and the radius of the circle, and I found the radius because that's half the diameter. That's going to be useful in finding the area, and I can use that to find the circumference as well. The circumference, well, I guess we're doing the area first. The area is equal to pi times the radius, 1.485 squared, which is 6.92. If I do 1.485, square it, multiply it by pi, which is 3.14, I have approximately 6.92. If you want to do just 1.485 squared and put pi right next to it, that would be an acceptable answer as well. But in terms of just numbers, since we're already dealing with decimals, I'll just multiply it by pi anyway and get about 6.92. That's the area. The circumference is 2 pi times the radius, 2 pi times the radius. And if I multiply all these things together, 2 times 3.14 times 1.485, I get 9.33. So the circumference of the circle is 9.33, and the area of the circle is 6.92. Number 8, it says on a coordinate plane, we have these 4 points, A, B, C, and D, and I'm going to plot all those points, and if I plot all those points, I get this figure here. I didn't label them A, B, C, and D, but these are the points denoted up above here. And it asks, what kind of quadrilateral is this? This is a trapezoid. It has 2 pairs of parallel sides, this right here and this right here, which travel along the horizontally along the graph. So they are parallel, therefore it's a trapezoid. Then we ask, what is the area of ABCD? Well, you need to know the formula for the area of a trapezoid, and the formula for the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 times base 1 plus base 2, which are the 2 parallel sides, times the height of the trapezoid. Base 1 can either be this side or this side. Those two bases are 6 units and 12 units. This one I counted as 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This bottom one is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So those are the two bases, and the height is 4 from the distance between the 2 parallel sides is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have all this information, and now I'm just going to evaluate what I see here. Do 6 plus 12, multiply it by 1/2, and then multiply it by 4. And upon doing that, you get 36. So the area of this trapezoid is 36.